Alabama's unemployment currently looms around 11%. That number tends to correlate with long lines at unemployment offices and day labor organizations. This concerns people like Randy Van Nostrand. He's an instructor at Huntsville Center for Technology. He says that this is a time when many Alabamians, youth and out-of-work adults, could benefit from vocational schools like the HCT.
In this environment where the economy is so terrible, it makes sense to re-educate yourself and pick up new skills.
The school has a dual role. It's part of the Huntsville City Schools System, offering vocational and technical training for high school students during the day and programs for adults at night. Van Nostrand says that proration of the state's education budget forced the school to turn away 200 students because there simply wasn't enough room, and the center lacks funds for expansion projects. It's an old building. There's no room in the budget for paint and cosmetic maintenance, a point of concern for Van Nostrand, who believes that its outdoor facade presents an image inconsistent with the quality of resources inside the building.
I'd like to have an attitude of we can succeed.
Career Director for Huntsville Center for Technology, Eddie Turner.
Good facility, but you know what's best about this place? These guys walking up and down the hallway. We've got some good kids. You notice they're not loud and boisterous as they come in.
Turner guides me around the campus, showing me the machine shop where students have designed and built championship moon buggies and parts for the International Space Station as part of the Hunch program, or high school students united with NASA to create hardware.
Isaac Wasilewski. Currently, as second year, we take diagrams and schematics and concept drawings that we get from NASA for the Hunch project, and we would make 3D models of it and print those 3D models out into actual parts that can be fit checked.
Well, we've got one of the nicest machine shops in Huntsville, I think.
Precision machinery instructor Tim White.
This is a payload locker that goes inside the space shuttle. Now these parts are not flight certified, but what they're going to do, they'll send them to Houston, and the astronauts use these things to train on. I told them I'm just an old country boy from Coleman, and you know I'm no math whiz at all. But then when you can see all this stuff come into practice, then that math all of a sudden becomes a tool in your toolbox. It's not just something that you're sitting around solving problems to get a grade.
Moving from the precision machine shop, Turner was also excited to show me the school's welding program.
There's a tremendous demand for welders in this area. The market will absorb any certified welder that can be produced. Instant job for at a high wage.
The plasma cutter, computer-aided program it in and follows the paths and cut what you put in there.
Welding instructor Mark Pilati.
This is teaching the basics of each type of welding, and we incorporate not only the school projects, but we have additional projects in the class where the student says, you know, as an individual, I would like to make, you know, this rack for my vehicle, a Jeep. One of the fellows made bumpers and a tire rack for his Jeep. I think he said it was going to cost him $1,500 for these bumpers. We made all of these for all the pieces that he purchased and everything else. It cost him just over $300.
Van Nostrand hopes all this will provide active jobs for adults taking the night courses and career futures for the youth, and possibly generate a new generation of engineers in Huntsville.
The president is asking for ideas for jobs. What we need to do is have people prepared for real jobs, including manufacturing jobs. It requires planning and getting people excited about doing what they do. You know, it's that old scenario, you never work a day in your life if you love what you do. It's important that kids find what they love to do, and this is a great way to do it.
For WLRH, I'm Bobby Milk.